Hello, Year 11. It's Mr. Hilshaw here, head teacher, just with a short presentation for you. Normally, I would gather all of Year 11 together at the start of the academic year for an assembly to give you a sense of the year ahead and the shape of how that year looks. Obviously, we can't do in-person assemblies at the moment, so I hope you don't mind a short video presentation instead. So my message to Year 11 is always that you should start with the end in mind. Now, this year, that message is slightly different to in previous years, as you might imagine. But when you think about the year 11, the end of year 11, I wonder if there are particular images that come to your mind. Some of you might imagine the last day, the famous year 11 last day, when you can get your shirt signed and you can have your last day in uniform and get ready to say goodbye to your time in your house polo tops and get ready for the future and all that holds. And some of you might be looking forward to that last day. For some of you, you'll be picturing the exam hall and the GCSEs that await you at the end of this year, sat in the sports hall doing those final exams at the end of 11 years of education that you've had. Some of you have already asked me about the Year 11 ball and will be imagining the arrivals and the vehicles and the clothes you're going to wear and all of those exciting things that come with the end of Year 11 too. Now, of course, this year is a bit of an unknown, isn't it? And those three things that previous Year 11s have looked forward to with great anticipation are all a little bit up in the air with coronavirus. And I can't hand on heart tell you that I know what is going to happen for the rest of this year. I can't tell you hand on heart that I know for sure we'll be able to go ahead with the Year 11 ball. Although, of course, we're very much hoping to, and there's certainly a date in the calendar for it. I don't know for sure that the last day celebrations that we're so used to will be able to go ahead in their current form. And you'll know that last year's Year 11, we managed to get that together for them with very short notice at the very last minute. And I don't even know for sure whether the GCSE exams that you're expecting to have at the end of this year will go ahead in their current format. The current position is that they very much will go ahead, and we anticipate that they will go ahead as normal. But the current pandemic situation that's out there shows that you can never be absolutely certain what is going to go on over the coming year. What we do know, though, is that at the end of this year, somehow or another, you will end up with a set of results. And we know that for last year's Year 11, those results ended up being based on all of the work that they had done so far because they weren't able to take their exams because of coronavirus. So what that means is that all the work that you've completed to date so far and the work that you're going to be doing throughout Year 11 has never been more important. And it's a quite unusual situation for you to be in, where the mock exams suddenly acquire a new realm of importance for you. What I would say is that as you're preparing for those exams, you need to make sure that you are keeping everything carefully in balance. I'm not going to pretend to you that every single piece of work you're doing this year doesn't matter, because it does. Every single piece of classwork that you complete, every mock assessment that you do, every piece of homework that you do, all of it is building up a picture of evidence in your teacher's mind as to what grade they think you are capable of getting at the end of Year 11. And it's only the work that you do and the results that you get through the year that will help to make that information for that member of staff accurate. Of course, in the end, we all expect and hope that you will sit your exams as normal, and that's when you'll get to show the examiner what you're capable of, and that's when you should get the results that you deserve. And that's when all of the work that you've done throughout Year 11 will really pay off. So what I want you to think about is when you see those results, whether they be in a paper envelope or on screen, when you finally open up those results at the end of Year 11, what do you want to be feeling about those results? How do you want to react when you see them? What do you want your parents or your granny's reaction to be when you tell them what you got? The only way that you can capture that really is to think about how you can make sure that you're proud of your results at the end of this year. How when you open up that result envelope or when you look on the screen to see what those results are, if you are proud of all of the work that you've put in, if you know that you did everything you could and then you got the results that you deserved, that's really all I could hope for any one of year 11. And the only way that you're going to feel that pride in your results is if you fully apply yourself through year 11. So for some of you, the destination after year 11 will be our sixth form, the sixth form centre. For others of you, we'll have different destinations in mind. What I also want to say to you is that throughout this year, we will provide advice and guidance to you about your next steps, whether that be Churchill sixth form, and we very much hope that the vast majority of you will choose to stay on at Churchill sixth form, or whether you're choosing a different route. We are equally invested in every single one of you in year 11 in making sure that we give you the advice and the guidance that you need to make the right next step. Mr. Morgan will be speaking to you later on in the year about destinations and Churchill sixth form and the other routes and options that are available to you. And I would urge you, please, to be thinking now about where you might want to be heading after year 11 is finished. So how are you going to get there to this destination, this feeling proud at the end of year 11? Well, I want to play a short video that I hope will illustrate that idea to you.
Whoa, that's not good.
Oh, I don't need this. I'm already late.
Somebody will come. Anybody out there?
Do you have a phone?
No. Sorry. Somebody! Hello? There are two people stuck on an escalator and we need help. Now, would somebody please do something? Help! I don't believe this. You gotta be kidding me.
I'm gonna cry.
No, well, there's not enough left to do, is there?
Hello? Hey, don't worry about it. I'll fix it in a second.
He said he can fix it. All right. All right. That's more like it. He says he can fix it.
So I think what that video demonstrates to you is that you need to be in charge of this. You can't be waiting for somebody else to come along and help you out of this situation. That the teachers will be there, of course, to try and offer you that assistance. But in the end, the only one who is going to be able to achieve what you want to achieve is you. And this graphic illustrates that to me. It's going to be hard work in year 11. There is no time to waste. There is no time to slacken off. You need to make sure that you are exerting yourself and pushing that effort in every single day so that you can continue to move yourself forward and sort of scale that mountain ahead of you. The other thing I want to say to you is that you are now the role models. I know that it was slightly delayed getting you your class of 2021 hoodies, but you've got them now. And I know that many of you are really looking forward to getting hold of those because it marks you out as the senior students in our main school. I know that many of you are applying for house captain positions and those kinds of things as well. And the other students in the academy will be looking to you to set the example, to set the tone, to show them how things are done at Churchill. Now, I've got to be honest, I couldn't be prouder of the way that the vast majority of you in year 11 have gone about that already. You really have set a wonderful example to the younger students, and I want you to continue to set that example as you continue throughout this year. An example not just of working hard and applying yourself to your studies, but also of being good Churchill students in everything that you do. So it's up to you now. It's over to you. I want you to start with the end in mind and think about how you want to feel at the end of year 11, and then what actions you can take between now and then to make sure that you get that feeling when you open those results. I want you to take that responsibility for yourself. Think about the actions you need to start taking now to make sure that you are proud of your achievements at the end of year 11. You then need to put in the effort. It's all very well making a plan of what you need to do, but actually putting the plan into action, doing the work, is the only thing that's going to make that plan into a reality. You need to monitor your progress as you're going along. Check that you are doing what you need to do. Make sure that you know what you need to revise and how you need to revise it ahead of time so that you're really well organised. And continue to be that excellent role model that we've seen of you so far throughout year 11. And the final message I want to give you, year 11, is about balance. I'm aware that this year is the potential is there for you to put a lot of pressure on yourself to think that you need to be working every single minute and every single hour that God sends you. And that's not healthy. So we also need to be very, very mindful of just monitoring yourself in terms of your mental health and your well-being, especially at this time that is stressful for all of us in society. So please keep talking to one another. Please keep talking to us about how you're doing. Yes, you need to work really hard, but you also need to look after yourself. So let's keep that conversation going, both with your tutors, your heads of house and your teachers, about keeping that balance in check to make sure that you arrive at the end of year 11 with the best possible results that you can achieve, but also intact, healthy and ready for your next challenge. Okay, thanks very much. I'm going to pass you back to your teachers now.